Oh, my body language buddies, welcome back again. 2 lives in a day. Well, I think this is gonna be the regular schedule for now on. Even my voice is not up to par yet. Where are you? 400 body language buddy. Hit the like button. That's all that you have to do upon coming in. I'm glad that you're here. Happy you to share this space again. This is terrible what we're going to talk about today, but I couldn't just let it go past under the rug. This is awful. I've covered a lot about Meghan, and in many ways I always give her the benefit of the doubt. I have to say I've had a lot of patience. You know that I've suffered a lot of attacks from her sugars and unofficial sugars and technicians and everything. I don't know, mouthpieces. And I have been like a bit. I've been had a lot of patience with them, trying to understand why do they defend the actions of this woman so much. And I would like to know. Well, I already know because I have read some of the comments of this of her people about her intentions. That supposedly her intentions are good, but let's read what it's all about. If you're not up to up to speed, and let's just review the evidence that we got here. Let me see your comments. Let's see, where are you writing for? Let's start our live tonight. It's a laid back live. We're gonna just be commenting this, reading your comments, highlighting your comments. I cannot comment now in this. Yeah, if her intent was genuine, why did her publicist reach out to People Magazine? Okay, no, I'm not working overtime. Don't worry. I'm too close to my mic. I'm not working overtime. In fact, the lives are much easier to produce for me. A bit more taxing, that is, for my voice, because I have to talk a lot more. But they're quite fun. No, sadly, there are no captions for the lives yet. Okay, but let's start today here. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to maximize my window. Let's hide this. Let's do this. That's gonna be better. I'm sorry that the problem is that I cannot talk and read your comments and highlight your comments, but I will try to keep an eye on your comments as we speak. But well, Meghan Markle lays bouquet of white peace roses at memorial to 21 victims of elementary school shooting and gifts food to blood donation center workers during private whistle-stop visit to Texas town of Uvalde that she wanted to keep secret. You tell me about it. Keeping secret for I don't want to curse too much tonight. I want to keep my family-friendly channel once more. I have been really triggered in many ways by the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and I've been really emotional. I know that I've used words that I don't normally use. I will do my best to keep my cool now, keep calm and collected, and try to keep family friendly. But it's so hard with the subject matter and the person that we're talking about. But let's see other people, how do they react, their reaction to this gesture from the pseudo duchess.
The last few minutes, breaking news has been on the papers, on the websites, that Meghan Markle, for reasons I find completely baffling, has turned up at the scene of the mass shooting in America, in Uvalde, right, in Texas, to put flowers down, Uvalde. I don't know why she's there. And I've got to ask one thing.
Sorry, you're now angry with her for visiting the site.
I don't know what she's doing there.
I'm confused. Was she lost? She flew all the way to Texas.
She flew all the way to Texas, it seems, to lay these flowers. My question is this, Esther. I don't know what she's doing there, other than it seems self-promoting. And if the Netflix cameras are following her to do something like this, I would find that unbelievably distasteful.
Yeah, listen, I would like to give her the benefit of the doubt, just because, you know, this is a tragedy that has moved everyone, that she's not doing this as a form of self-promotion. However, if there are cameras, if there are Netflix cameras, then clearly she is.
Well, that's the current state. Yes, there were Netflix cameras. We're gonna see them now. I got a few clips here, and we can see. Let's watch this clip. That I want to listen to Angela talking about, putting her 2 cents about this to Angela Levin.
If she wanted to make a statement about what had happened, she could have quite easily, you know, made a charitable donation. She could have sent a bunch of flowers instead of bringing them personally to put down there. She could have done it any number of different ways, but being photographed doing it clearly shows that she's doing it for publicity.
Yes. She said she wanted to go incognito when I think a cap, and she went to a place just very close by that was taking blood, so she put a mask on. But she was surrounded by people there, and people aren't daft. They could see she was there. But to send it to the media, that's the key, isn't it? She could have gone there. She could have had a photographer who wanted to take a picture for herself, yes, because it was meaningful. But actually to then release it, it all becomes all about her, doesn't it, again, as usual?
That is the thing, isn't it?
I thought it was, for somebody who talks a lot about compassion, I thought it was just terrible. And I've heard today that the parents are shocked by what she's done, by taking photographs of her with their children, looking a wreck. I mean, I don't think you need to go looking dolled up, but actually to go along with jeans and a white T-shirt, it doesn't look very sophisticated. No. It looks when she went round the memorial ground for soldiers a couple of years ago.
I remember that.
She dressed decently, but this time, I don't know what's in her head that she can't actually take anything beyond herself.
No.
I have an idea.
I would have had, I have an idea. More sympathy, Angela, if it was somewhere nearby where she lived, you know, because clearly if it happened in her community, that's a very different thing. But she's had to get on a flight, she's had to get in a car, she's had to fly there, she's had to get another car, she's had to get out of the car, she's had to make sure that there were people taking her picture, she's had to buy the flowers. I mean, she's gone to quite a lot of trouble to prove that she's full of compassion.
Yes, 1,400 miles she had to fly, which is absolutely a very, very long journey.
Yeah,
but also the other thing about a grieving mother who was trying to understand other people's grief, which obviously can't seem to do, is to take a whole load of bodyguards. That's also very strange. Catherine went to sort of give a memory of a woman who was attacked and raped by a policeman not long ago, if you remember. He's now in prison. But she went quietly by herself. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't have any obvious protection. And she just stayed there. But somebody who was also there took a quick picture of her. She didn't try and get into the papers to say,
I'm sorry. This is the kind of thing that's happened when I'm trying this. I'm gonna go back a few steps. I was talking that they were mentioning that Catherine was visited the memorial for a girl who was a heinous crime. It was like 2 years ago, I think, or last year. Sorry, it was last year. And it was Cameron Walker who tweeted that. And Richard Eden did a very good, clear it up. To be fair, Catherine's visit would have passed unnoticed had a member of the public not taken her photograph with a mobile phone. This is it. And in fact, I want to review. I'm sorry about the mic issues. My body's. I'm still trying to synchronize everything. I wanted to turn down my mic so you could listen to Angela better. But then there's Ellie Hall, an usual suspect from BuzzFeed. Meghan did not bring any cameras, Netflix or otherwise, to the community center when she dropped off her donation. She avoided the news cameras and reporters that were already at the community center. Volunteers told, she snuck into the kitchen through a back door. Well, it was quite an entourage of cameras. It's nice that she did not bring those cameras. This is the tweet that Cameron deleted. For those criticizing Meghan, I would like to point out that the Duchess of Cambridge privately visited Sarah Everard Vigil in 2021, days after her murder. Well, I think I have a video of that, a comparison of one of my trustee. I have a list of royalists that always checking that. I'm gonna be checking some other sources here. Okay, and this is one of the first thing that we're gonna be seeing. A Sussex spokesperson told me that Meghan took the trip to Uvalde, and this is important. This is what everybody is saying, in her personal capacity as a mother, or whatever that means, so she could offer her condolences and support in person to a community experiencing unimaginable grief. No celebrity has done that. Even in Matthew McConaughey, this is Matthew McConaughey's hometown, and he has not visited because it will be, in many ways, it will be seen in bad taste. In so many ways, it's gonna be in bad taste. In fact, I have another video around here. Okay, this is another comment from Angela. Cannot you imagine getting a photographer plus a bodyguard to take a picture of you laying roses in memory of the most hideous attack on our school in Texas? Or did the parents or teachers ask her to come? We'll know when the Netflix filming is released. And I don't always agree with Dan Wooden. Difference in perspectives. Sometimes we clash in some things, but this time, well, I agree with him. Why doesn't she take a trip in a personal capacity as a daughter to see her father, who has just suffered a major stroke and is lying in hospital? After all, he's just down the road. If you remember, Thomas Markle suffered a stroke. He cannot talk. And he's basically a stone's throw from her home. She could take an Uber there and visit him, and that's it. That would be much better. But she preferred to take a plane with her whole Netflix, all the Netflix. We're gonna see the cameras now. All the cameras that she brought. For example, you can see here. I think you can see my cursor. Let me see if I can activate my cursor, because it is not active. It's something that I should have been good on. Maybe you can see now. You can see you can see my cursor. Let me see. Let me make it a bit bigger. They say that bigger is always better, right? The bigger the better. Gigantic. Yes, much better. Gigantic. Can you see that? Yes. There is the guy. There's your guy. There's the camera. There's a camera. Well, and you can see here the cameras too. There's a lot of cameras. We have another angle. And this is a video that I always also wanted to show you. I'm not gonna turn off my mic just in case.
Meghan Markle has travelled to Texas, Pete. Yes, she has. And she's turned up in Uvalde, which is this very small town, of course, the site of that horrific tragedy earlier this week. And she's gone there, they say, in a private capacity as a mother to lay a wreath and to bring comfort to people in the town. Okay. Now, a lot of people, the immediate question is, does she have a crew with her? It would seem not. I'm still fascinated as to why she felt compelled to do this. You know, she is not royalty. She is not Mother Teresa. She's not a government official. She is a celebrity. No other celebrity has decided I have to go there and lay a wreath. I'm really fascinated and angered by it, to be honest. I don't understand the motivation for it. If you say to me, I know for a fact there is a grieving family who felt comfort by her presence, then I will say, okay, I'm backing off. That's all that matters. But as yet, I have not seen that. But to be clear, the evidence is that she does not have a crew with her. But obviously, just by her presence, it becomes a distraction. It becomes a media event. Nobody, unless they have business being there, should be there at the moment. And bearing in mind, of course, she's not made the effort to go and visit her own father in hospital.
Okay, thank you, Pete. Well, she does have a political voice. Let's hope maybe she's using that behind the scenes. Like, this is very visual.
Absolutely.
It would be really nice to know that she is in touch with all those senators, that perhaps she is doing some important work behind the scenes, re-gun control. You can only hope that's happening.
Yeah, you don't know if she's doing it for the political clout. We'll see, but we still don't know what is the plan of the Harkles. What is the ultimate plan of them? And yet, this is Harris Gray suit from Twitter. That was the one who recovered the Cameron Walker tweet. Was deleted, and I think there's not the video in here. Yes, there's a video. He deleted other tweet which read, "Do you see a camera crew?" This is Catherine visiting that woman's. Wait a minute. Yes. Yeah, there was no camera crew or anything. There was just one mobile phone that just casually pictured her, and that was it. That was it. And they were comparing, and we're gonna see all the cameras that Meghan had around her, and recollections, and of course alleged. Read this part. She quietly dropped by the kitchen, but posed for pictures, brought a camera crew, and now it's all over Twitter. Meghan Markle visited Uvalde to donate food to volunteers and pay tribute to the school shooting victims. I had no idea who she was. She just was carrying on a conversation like her, and they knew each other from years. Yeah, I got this picture. Yeah, it was just here. There's her taking a picture in there. She brought like I'm gonna check what this she bring, and this is interesting. Thanks to Royally Blonde on Twitter. Remember when Harry said that he was shocked that so many people were grieving his mother's death when they didn't even know her? You remember that? I think it was in the Me You Can't See with Oprah, or I don't know if it was the Oprah interview. I don't recall correctly, but he said that. Well, has Meghan ever set foot in Texas before now? They don't know these families. Why is she doing this? It's exactly the same. It's hypocritical, is to say the least. It's something just cloud. How can I say this? Harris Gray suit. I have to confess, I would not be the body language guy without Harris Gray suit. It's a great help. All the leverage, all the research she does. I remember when she exploited the tragic murder of 19-year-old Ujinini Mrityana at Cape Town student. Not a picture of the victim, not a picture of the victim's family, a picture of herself. Yes, that's what we're dealing with. That's the... I really could never have... I like to brag. I love to brag sometimes. I predicted this. I predicted that. I predicted that the Harkles were going to have a reality show. I predicted that. I said that quite some time ago, but I could have never predicted this. I really, you asked me, and I said, Well, there could be a possibility, but I highly doubt it because I will be just too much in your face. But here we are. I can be wrong, and I would have been wrong. And Meghan Markle, oh look, only one woman below is genuine in the cause to which she is photographed paying her respects to. We see you for the user that you are, Meghan Markle. Yes, a big difference. And we're gonna see the cameras. We can see the cameras here. And I have the pictures. I have another. Well, this is video. By the way, my friend, according to TASS, was attacked today, like by all the Sussex squad because one of her tweets was printed by the Daily Mail. That's cool. Get your tweet printed like in actual paper. That's great. But the problem is that it turns you in an instant target for, well, all the Meghan stans of the world. And yes, she got the full force of all the sugars on her Twitter account. And this was one of the videos that she shared, that this is Meghan trying to act natural, okay? And just right in front of her, you can see this man, okay, this chubby man that is carrying a camera and is following just to keep her in focus. And there's also another man carrying camera equipment. And behind them, you can see there's another one here. Okay, maybe, let's say that maybe not all of those men are with her. There's her bodyguard. I don't remember the name. I got the name around here. I got the name of this chap around here in the here. Alberto Alvarez. It's her bodyguard. And someone pointed out that he's the same bodyguard that Harry had when he was bicycling around Montecito. So they are, I don't know, they're sharing bodyguards, I guess. Well, Alberto was around, checking that no one attacked the pseudo-duchess. And this, we're gonna talk about this woman too. Gonna mention her. I have a picture. Well, I don't know if anyway, there was a lot of people with cameras, but there are. I have this. This is video. We saw this. I have another angle. I think it was images. No, it is images that I have about that. This is images. Let me check them. This one we already saw. We'll have this the one that we have already seen. You can see the Netflix cameraman in the background and some other cameraman here, because in the right mind, who will have professional cameras around a morning site? Okay, are they what I don't know. Wait, maybe local TV stations. I don't know, but I want to know what you think. But there's another picture. I just missed that picture. I have a complete mess. As you can see, I'm trying to make a different kind of lives, trying to have all this footage. This is the picture. This is the picture I was looking for. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not claiming that all these people are with Meghan, okay? Most probably could be that maybe local or national newspapers that come down to the scene and are taking pictures and taking filming. Okay, that will be silly to say that Netflix needs so many cameras to grab footage. You only need, in all cases, 2 cameras, and none of those cameras seem like something that Netflix will be using, because Netflix usually uses shoulder-mounted cameras, like more mobile cameras. Like when they were visiting New York, you saw that they were walking, Harry and Meghan, and you saw this guy that was this whole rig over him, and there was no tripod, there was no planted on the ground. So just to give the benefit of the doubt, this is not the whole Netflix crew that is here filming Meghan, because there could be all kind of different reporters or cameramen from other media. But when you see things like this, for example, this kind of things, depose. What I'm saying is deposing. This is something that is practice. Hey, get the perfect shot. I need the perfect shot. Get the perfect shot. Get me you know that Meghan is famous for squatting. Squatting while she's pregnant, squatting on Ellen's show, and now squatting at, well, here. Well, that's like something that is traditional for her. And so she had to take the squatting shot, the perfectly frame, etc., to have that sold to media. That is what is. It doesn't matter how many cameras are around her, okay, or if those cameras are or not from Netflix. Allegedly, they're not, but just the fact that she's obviously tongue-in-cheek looking for the perfect shots. I think it was a combination of various of them. Let me see if you can see it this way. Yeah, this one. You see that she's looking for the perfect shot, the perfect angles, crystal clear photos, okay, in the right lighting, the right angles. Please, squatting in the bushes too. Yeah, thank you. Squatting in the bushes. I just forgot that. Yeah. Meghan has a. I should do a video about Meghan squatting Meghan. Well, that would be a nice pre-recorded video to share. But now I'm looking at this, and I can tell you, for example, you can tell me, the hardest can tell me, we did not bring Netflix to the site. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna believe you. You tell me, I'm gonna believe you. No problem. But the moment I see this is on purpose. This is by design. This has an intention behind it. Okay? There's no way you can avoid that. There's an intention to be relevant, to gain clout, thanks to the suffering and pain of others. And I'm sure that some of you don't like what I'm saying here. I've seen that there are some sugars around. I help my moderators get rid of them quickly. And I say that I wanted to point out that this woman is Mandana Dayani, that is the CEO of Archewell, and some had doubts that she was the one that was there. But here's her picture. Okay, we have this picture of her. Okay, we have this other picture. I have another picture of her. Yeah, around here. I thought I had another picture, but I'm lacking it. This one. Almost sure that it fits. The ear fits. The eyebrows fit. The hairstyle fit. I don't know what do you think? Same woman? Was Mandana Dayani with her? Was the CEO of Archewell around? Let me check your comments for a second. I want to see your comments. I haven't been able to read your comments. I'm so sorry, but I'm like pretty much doing this ad-libbing as we speak in a new way of doing lives. It's close enough to me. Yeah, the maybe it's different, the structure of the focal length of the camera. The one picture is from far away and the other is from her mobile phone. It's right up to her face. Some say that that's not her, like her. Well, maybe let's give her that benefit of the doubt. We cannot confirm, but it's highly likely. Let me see which other picture did they have around. A couple pictures more. It was, and there was this kind of recollection. I'm just gonna read that just a bit. Allegedly, as Nilsson says, it was from Reddit. I'm here right now working as press, and she got in the F way. She doesn't understand the gravity of this situation, and honestly, a lot of people got very upset when she showed up and are still upset now, myself included. Reply, did you actually see her then? Wow, make it known publicly. She tried to show up at the school, okay, with her own photographer and bodyguards and an entire team of what was very blatantly Netflix. A Texas Ranger told the person who pretty much informed the Leo that she was coming to stay the F away from the school because it's not a celebrity spectacle. It's a site of a literal massacre. Okay, of all the awful, tactless things they have done, this is the worst. I am livid, and we have to say them because, of course, Harry was aware of this, and Harry could have stopped her and say, and put some, I don't know, common sense into her. But since when is Harry related to common sense? That's something that just don't fit. So I guess we are at a loss in that. Edited to add, the actual family is cool and really the entire community is grieving, and she went there with her damn flowers to get press and maybe footage for Netflix. Real people are there with her shattered lives, wondering how they can go on without their babies or their spouse. But that isn't the important thing. Marcus virtue signaling trumps all that. Yeah, we are at this level. I never expected, I have to say that, I have to confess, I never expected that Meghan could sink this low. If you expected that, well, I really, congratulations. I would not have believed that she could go this low for cloud. Yes, she did. I'm here as a part of a press team as this entitled brat shows up with a team of several people and is trying to make it a spectacle. A Texas Ranger told her team to F off because it's the site of a little massacre, not a celebrity photo op. Well, this is the state of affairs of Meghan, and she also, they were mocking that she donated. The story has been corrected to note that Meghan donated 2 crates of food, beverages, and desserts, not 2 bags. 2 crates like this one, it seems. She very helpful, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's what we got for now, and sorry, in fact, this is the very nature of what happened in Uvalde is something that truly upset me, made me feel ill, physically ill when I find out what had happened. It was really unimaginable. What does it happen? What it keeps happening? This is another topic. It's beyond the scope of what my channel does. I always try to not touch such gruesome topics because they're simply beyond comprehension. Can you analyze this kind of people? No, well, there's no way to tell what is going to happen. This the attacker did not have any police records, any mental health records, nothing on him. It was just spontaneous. That was heinous. There was I don't have the words. I maybe have the words, but I'm really upset by this kind of events. But well, I have this more information here in the. It's unclear whether cameras for her Netflix production were following Markle on the visit. The trip from her California home was unannounced and comes as her own father recovers from stroke. Markle was dressed casually. I don't care how she was dressed. And why should anyone be mourning children with her cap on? I really, what kind, please. Okay, I understand. I'm not gonna be claiming or not saying that that's her hair, that's not her hair. That is not my problem. I'm not. I have never mentioned any feature, a physical feature of Meghan, okay, besides her body language. But Some of you have claimed that that is a wig or something, and I don't know. I have no idea because I have no experience with that. But just the fact that she did not take her cap, well, either it's a wig and she wants to keep it in place or something, or she has that bad taste that she can't even take her cap off. Or I don't know, she thought that that was part of her incognito costume, and she wants to come off like that. The Duchess dropped off 2 large bags or crates filled with sandwiches, beverages, and desserts for blood donors, reports said. The Duchess departed by private jet several hours later. Well, what can I say? What else can I say? I don't know. This is new low for the Harkles, for both of them, because I really cannot put Harry outside. I'm gonna put Harry outside of this. This is into this too. Is also part of this. He's endorsing this, and I cannot imagine how can the royal family feel about this at this moment, just days before the Jubilee celebrations. You know that they are looking anything, literally anything, to make the news be about them. Now, my question is, are they really going to the Jubilee celebrations? Finally, what do you think? I want to know what your comments. I want to read your comments. I want to read what you think. I want to highlight some of your comments, because that's more than enough of me talking. More than enough that I'm trying to focus my refocus how upset I am. Those people probably have no idea who this woman is. How lucky they are. How lucky they are. Let me put the much easier to read the highlighted comments this way. The royal family should get rid of the Harkles titles and everything else. Delete them from the royal family page. Exactly about the cap. Take it off. Show respect for FF's sake. Take it off. Do you think William will say hello to her when she comes here? Well, I think he has no option. He has at least to say hello, but it would be the most uncomfortable hello of the decade, to say the least. What's going on? There is sugars in here? Are there sugars in here? I think I have no mods at the moment. I don't see them. But well, if they're around, I just send them some missiles. I hope William and Catherine ignore them. I think they won't be able to ignore them, but we will see very odd interactions between them. I'm expecting Catherine not to have her usual genuine smiles around Meghan. I don't think so. Catherine is very diplomatic. Catherine is very charming. Catherine knows how to behave in every scenario, but this is absolutely too triggering. They will turn up, especially for the photos, but they are not bringing the kids. Well, I don't know. They bringing the kids, huh? Okay, May is here. Ayeda is here. You know what to do. Ayeda is one of my trusty mods. If she sees a sugar or someone suspicious, she just deletes them from existence. And yeah, May is here. Okay, May is here too. Another trusty mod, great friend. She helps me a lot with comments, and she's very efficient at what she does. Yeah, we need to watch some compassion for her father Thomas. And it's impressive how she managed to just erase him from her life. Like, what was the explanation? I can understand in some situations you could have a narcissistic parent or someone that really makes your life miserable. Many people are born into families with a mother or a father that are hell on earth for them, and the only thing that they can do is to ghost them, to delete them, to erase them, to disconnect from them, and no contact with them again. It's the only way to go on with their lives. But in this case, we have seen the real story, because we know what really happened. Thomas did everything to make sure that Meghan had hit the ground running in every stage of her life. So why did she take him away? And my theory is that she sold Harry the rags to riches story. Okay, that she came like a Disney princess from nothing. And as someone pointed out in Twitter, very very good point, that Disney princesses always have evil parents or dead parents or something that wrong with their parents, and she had this story that she sold Harry, and the only person, the living proof that was a lie, was Thomas Markle himself. So the only way that she could avoid Harry finding out the truth was avoiding Harry meeting him. And that's why Harry never met Thomas Markle, has never met Thomas Markle, in fact. Okay, this is interesting. A couple of years ago, I did, a narcissist video comparing Amber and Meghan as passive grandiose on narcissism scales. History seems to show them to be unwittingly and progressively harmful. Would you consider an updated video? Yes, I should do an updated video on that topic. You're absolutely right. I see people that are really, I'm really thankful because PayPal is coming back to life with people sending donations. If we want to support my channel through PayPal, thanks for all the ones who have anonymously send donations now. I've seen them coming now. If you want to do so, there's a link in the description. Thank you a lot. And yes, that video, I should review that video. I should do a live review in that video, maybe recommending that video. What do you think? Going over past videos that are not about news. For example, this is gonna be old news next week. It doesn't work. But I did a comparison of Meghan and Amber a while ago. I should go over that video again. Maybe I just turn on the camera and begin commenting that. I like this format. This is something, now that we are 40 minutes in, we have finished with the topic. We're gonna keep commenting the topic. I'm gonna talk more about this process. We are reunited here. More than 5,000 bodies. Body language bodies. This is great. We usually have 3,000, only 2,000, 3,000 bodies join, and I'm really thankful. We are here from YouTube, from Facebook, from LinkedIn, from Twitter, all around here gathered, and I'm still trying to do this new format of lives, more dynamic. This live that I'm doing tonight is absolutely new to me. Just having this information, just checking Twitter, checking my Twitter lists, checking my sources, putting a few videos and commenting them and bringing you all information together is a totally new format to me. Okay, I'm not used to this. You know that I'm always doing this kind of experiments just to know what can I bring you that can be that you can like, and we can comment and we can talk about that. Tell me what you think about this format. I know this is the first time I do it, but I would like to know if you like this too. We were talking about it in the Johnny and Amber trial that we should look for more topics, and this could be a format that we could use to quickly add one topic, and this also helps me explore Okay, explore one topic in a quick manner, in a faster manner than doing a recorded video, because a recorded video takes me like around 7 or 8 hours to produce, maybe 5 or 6 hours in the best cases. But a live, it's much quicker. I can react to news quicker, and I can just talk to you quicker about the topic. I want to know what you think. If you like this, you're enjoying, you're telling me that you're enjoying the lives, that you're liking the lives. This could be much better. Just be wondering where you've been all my life. Well, I have not been in YouTube. That was been the problem. I was not in YouTube, or in Facebook. I was in Spanish, but now I'm in English. Does Meg understand what's a private donation? Well, I don't know. I don't know if she understands that. We love your honesty and insights. I try to be as unbiased I can. I sometimes, you know that I try to add levity sometimes. I don't know what kind of levity could I add here. I don't know. You would need a genius like John Oliver to insert a joke in here. Maybe it's possible, but I will have to think too much about this. And I don't think Meghan doing this is worth it. This is worth exposing, but like making fun is not the right way, because this is not something to laugh. This is something just disgusting. How stuck up and disrespectful do you have to be to not show up on your own father's deathbed? We don't know if it's his deathbed, but his age, his way overweight, his stroke is something delicate. It's something that you should be there. You should at least be there. Have some compassion, some real compassion. She's always saying that she's the Duchess of Compassion. She's using that word here time and time again. Okay, you are liking the lives. That's great. I like the stream. Love your lives. These lives are great. Love the lives. I love this format. Got it when I can watch them. But you can always watch the replay. Yes to lives. Love them. I will try to keep them coming. My English is much better now. Much more fluent. It's only practice. It's like everything else. You just have to hit it over and over again. I sometimes forget one word or two. And right now, maybe my nose is a bit stuck. I'm still trying to regain my full voice. That's why I feel a little loaded. And I'm trying to make sense of this, of having a stream of information, talk about that. Have my opinion and know your opinion too. In many cases, this works like a more polished scrapbook for me, and I could use that to create a recorded video with much better information. It's gather information. I can see your comments, have better ideas, like have this back and forth feedback between us, and then I can create a 9-minute video on the topic, and it will be much easier for me because the idea will be better mature in my head previously. It's not something that if you are interested in my production process, my 9-minute videos demand a lot of mental energy to have a lot of scattered information and put them into less than 9 minutes and make it work in a way that is enjoyable, and of course the humor that is much more easy to prepare in advance and create memes and everything. So it's a lot of work. In fact, you may already be aware of my social media, my Instagram, that I'm close to 50k body language bodies on my Instagram, only thanks to you, because I know you are following me there. If you share a story of today's early live, talking about the closing arguments of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and publish your story, and you haven't still seen your story featured in my stories, please give me at least until tomorrow, because you crashed my Instagram notifications. I don't know how many of them were, but they were in the hundreds, and I'm gonna do my best to look for all of them, like Liam Neeson in Taken, and feature them in my stories. I will do it manually, one by one. And yes, if you want to know, I am the only one who touches, uses, or remotely accesses my social media. If you see any response from me, from my email, my Twitter, or my Instagram, that is me answering you directly. No one else, no assistance, no nothing. That's all me. And my Twitter is my official scrapbook, is Kinesics. You can see it there. Follow me on Twitter, and that's where I just publish my beta jokes when I begin to test them, test topics for videos, and that's why you can see my actual thinking process. It'll be useful that you follow me there to see this social media icons. Is the wig soon to the hat? We don't know. We don't know if it's a wig. Lives are the way to make a living. Well, I don't know if they are the way to make a living, but they are very dynamic. It's extremely dynamic, and they make me really pumped up, because this is just turning up the camera, having, of course, I'm sorry if I didn't have all the information completely organized today, but it was a nice first attempt at this new format. I'm gonna do lives too, like in other occasions, that I have 10 pictures and we talk exclusively about body language in there. I'm gonna do it again. And also when we study videos, and I make annotations on the videos, and we talk about human behavior and body language. In this case, we're talking about intention. You know, that's important in understanding what is the agenda or what is the intention of a person. What are the actions? And these actions are baffling. These actions are something that is totally inappropriate to be so obvious, trying to look for the right angle. I was sure that I had some kind of picture that said that she was looking for an angle. She was looking for a better angle. She was kneeling and waiting for people to take the picture, and most of the person around were annoyed. I lost that picture. I'm really sorry, but that's the thing with lives. They can be random. They can be mistakes. I can make mistakes with my mic still. I could be talking about 15 minutes with not sound, and thanks to you screaming in the comments, I can be aware that I'm screwing this up, and I can start again. But well, this was a live to share with you a few minutes. This is gonna be longer than 1 hour. It's gonna be no more than 5 more minutes. But yes, I like to spend time with you. I like to I don't know. I would like to know what other topics are engaging for you. I have to make a live about that polo match, that polo trophy video that was so cringe, that it was second-hand embarrassment for anyone. That was terrible to watch. I still have to do that live, but this was urgent. I had to talk about this now, today. In fact, I had to talk about this yesterday, but I had no time. We still have to. We're working with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and yesterday's live at night was nothing short of amazing. Okay. Yeah, the polo stunt. and they raised a trophy that apparently they had not won. And that's quite it's like absolutely bonkers. Yes, I'm trying to get well. I hope tomorrow to be less congested. I should be resting my voice, resting my body tonight. In fact, between earlier the earlier live and this live, I took a nap of half an hour to recover, because I needed that. Yes, I will be. Don't worry. I will keep doing recorded videos. I promise that I will never stop making recorded videos. Because in many ways I like the polished way that they end up. You know that I like to control many things. I would like to offer you polished videos, and my polished videos are my recorded videos, my 9-minute videos that I love making, and at the same time they are hard to make, but are really rewarding to publish. So I'm not gonna take this much further. If you haven't hit like yet, just hit like. It's your last opportunity to show some love with the like button. Or show some love. You want to send a super chat or super sticker, that will be great. And of course, if you want to donate on PayPal, you can find the link in the description. And my gift to you is, as usual, my 100 body language tips book PDF that you can find right in the description of this video. Well, we don't know what's going to happen with the articles after this, but we know that the public backlash is not going to be something easy to manage. Let's see. What I want to see, I'm really expecting, looking forward to it, is the Jubilee celebrations. What's going to happen in the next 2 weeks? Okay, we have 2 weeks that are going to be really hot with all that is going to happen in the UK, celebrating this amazing milestone of Her Majesty the Queen. Okay, my body language buddies, it was a pleasure for me to have this second live with you. I'm really glad that no matter the topic that we cover, if it's the royal, if it's trials, if it's gossip, if it's Hollywood, if this, I don't know, aliens from space, we have a reason to get here, to gather here, to talk a bit, to share insights, and to have a good time. That is the most important thing, to add some levity to our lives, to our actual lives, the lives that we live. We need levity, we need to laugh, we need to smile, we need reasons to be joyful. Okay, because life is that. Life is a constant joy that we need just to experience. We need to experience that joy, but we need to find reasons. And I'm always trying. Well, you saw it. We singing Bohemian Rhapsody in the Johnny Depp trial, but well, one of so many examples. I will always try to entertain you and share the things that I've learned along the way. That's it. I'm not here to teach per se. I'm not here to give lessons to anyone. I'm not here to not teaching per se, but just showing examples of what I've learned along the way, and first of all, entertain you and have a good time. That is my responsibility with you. That is my promise to you, and I'm just really glad and happy and joyful that you show up in the thousands here to share this space with me. My body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and until we met again in another live or another recorded video or wherever the wind takes us, and we hope it's a peaceful shore to admire the sea, the sun, the landscape, and everything around us. Take care. Remember, much love and bliss, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow definitely. We have to keep this streak of lives, of recorded videos. I don't know, but tomorrow we'll meet again in this space. Take care. Love you all. Over and out.